My humble opinion. 1. In many previous episodes, we faced many concerns about missing or meaningless scenes. Gradually, we realized that they are making sense of them right before our eyes. For example, for me, all those scenes where Yaman mistreats Seher, I always used to say, and what's left of them? Now we mourn. If Yaman is going to suffer all this, we'll see. 2. As Seher did before the episodes, they maximize Yaman's stamina and patience. 3. We know that our writer will prolong the story to put an end to all the pending questions like Iqbal's death, Arif Baba's death, etc. 4. He has already paid atonement for all those bad days that Yaman caused Seher. We'll see how pending issues begin to resolve. Like the Brotherhood with Ali, the investigation of Kanan's death, and perhaps Arif Baba's will emerge from there. Because the fall of the Zuzu crazy woman will come with the search and discovery of Iqbal's assassin. And the fifth and final, Seher is more confused than Confucius right now. So let's empathize. He knows deep down that he feels good for that beautiful giant who is in love. But she is afraid of him. But soon everything will be fine. I guess somehow letting Yaman go is the only way to get him back, but it's too bad he still can't think of or find any other solution. Can't she untie the knot with him? Won't she talk to him and let him help her remember things properly? How does he think that without the person who is with him, he will figure everything out on his own? Because even if I lose you 1,000 times, I will find you again 1,000 times. They're just so cruel. Let me give you an idea. It's time for something to happen to Yaman to make Seher suffer, or I need Yaman to experience a trauma that cannot come close to Seher, and now it's his turn to fight. If we do a survey close to Yaman, I think that Yaman is the one who suffers the most here. Seher is a really stupid character. Emanet series is losing its fans, and there are many. I just wonder why this man is destined to suffer in his life. Could it be that he started to remember Zuhal? Are we finally seeing progress in this direction, or will he say something nonsense and Seher will believe it? I won't be surprised by the opinions of these writers. The end of the season is approaching. They have a lot of work to do before it's over. Clean up this mess, then a few happy episodes and a big mess at the end. But in the end, the writers could have done a lot better with SehYam, much better. Even if I lose you 1,000 times, I will find you 1,000 times good. The truth is, I never thought that Yaman would be such a patient and loving being. I think this move makes it clear that he loves her, and he's doing it so that she doesn't have to suffer anymore, even though he's divorcing her. I hope this makes it clear to him that he's not the bad guy here. I bet if he goes with Zuzaloka he will remember the time he tried to strangle him and regret everything he did. I can't wait to see his face. The good thing is, I think I only have 30 episodes left. According to Instagram, they will be together again, but until the end. I liked the trailer. Maybe that's how he values Yaman. The more he begs, the more rejection he gets. Bravo Yaman, you finally gave him what he wanted, divorce. I love that the author is posting all these new pictures on Instagram to give us hope that something good is coming. Frankly, I think it's very boring. These are great players, they shouldn't experience this. Yaman, you worked hard to prove your love for Seher. Unfortunately Seher is not on the same page. Signing the divorce papers is to set him free. If he will be with you he will come back, and if not it is fate. It would be nice to see Seher fighting for Yaman's love. So in the end, Yaman will be the culprit of everything. I really hate Seher's attitude. He always thinks that Yaman hurts him when he is the one who lives by hurting Yaman. Naz, when things go well. I hope so bad as always, Yaman does not go after him. We see him begging. Congratulations Yaman. You signed the divorce. May our beloved character find someone who loves him with all his flaws. Goodbye Seher. Ms. Naz, will SLA work in the 3rd season? Please reply to all escrow lovers. Thanks. Can someone tell me or comment when Seher's romantic moments and happiness will return? Unfortunately, a forbidden love, a poisonous love, he has no feet and no head. Yaman becomes a witch at dawn. There is nothing to do. The writers have no love for writing. It's a shame, and above all, it's a huge disappointment. Getting fed up with nerves, and I'm not for that. Above all, when the world needs more love. Yes, I want him to be done with it, and it would be better if a new woman came out like a Salama, and then I want the women to see how he throws them at his feet. I want him to regret every second he didn't value. I want other women to see how impressed you are with him and want him. I want all of this to happen because apparently he underestimates him, thinking he is a man like any other man. No, he's not. He's a unique, special, and simply wonderful husband. There comes a time in your life when you have to choose to turn the page, write another book, or just close it. Proud of you, man. You finally did. But I know you haven't given up on him. Because you are the great Yaman from Crimea, that is, you are our beloved lion. So I hope the game starts now. We are waiting to see the best side of Crimea. I totally agree, there must be some intrigue on suffering, but it's over. Now it's up to Seher to break up with Zuhal. You need to rewrite the script. The screenwriter always chooses the hard way and they both suffer a bit. That's it, Seher's memory loss took so long, she remembers it now but she's wrong, it's already too long. We have been waiting for more than 40 episodes for him to remember his love for Yaman, but I see that things are getting worse, but we can expect anything from the scriptwriter. I don't think everything will get better until the end of this season, and I still think the end will be sad as the beautiful Slow won't be next season. It has already lost a lot of viewers and will lose even more from what I see in the comments. Yaman can meet someone else. And makes Seher jealous. His memory would come back quickly. I read in another TV series that Seher didn't fully regain her memory until the 3rd season. They spend a night with Yaman. Time Warp Season 3 will have kids. Aziz is still at work. Zuhal is gone. What a crazy prospect. They just fill the episodes with flashbacks. The writing won't get any better. How boring this series has become. By watching the trailer you realize that the next episode will be just as boring and without any changes. I've been here since day one, but it's sad that all my love for this movie has now shifted to just watching trailers. This is a good example of beating about the bush, no direction. End the series now. Yaman finally signed the divorce document. He didn't have any problems with the divorce, but I hope now they're commenting on how the divorce with Yusuf was. Wouldn't it matter if they broke up? Or will they repeat the intrigue that social issues will take over Yusuf? Because they too can repeat. Emanet was a good series, it turned out to be a real disappointment for the audience. Turkulu and Halil Ibrahim are great artists as always. Yaman and Seher's love is undoubtedly a tragedy, maybe they are happier separately. I think that's enough. We hoped that everything would get better, but still we see that nothing has changed, things are getting worse. Almost 40 episodes, we only see repetitive things and it makes us very sad. Does anyone agree with this idea? Only once, it would be nice if he fought to stay together, at least once. Ever since they got married at every bump in the road, his solution was to end them. Magic is over. Glad I finally convinced myself to watch an episode, finally my fascination with this horrible show is over. Now even these two great actors can't bring it back.